Hi everyone, my name is Noor. I'm a former Business Week participant in the telehealth pathway, as well as a former intern and now staff member through the duration of my gap year. I work as an office manager, and today I'm just going to talk to you guys about my experience with Business Week. So let's just go back in time and rewind to 2021, which was the summer of my sophomore year. And just to preface that, that was the time where COVID was, again, very prevalent, as you may know. And I went to school during COVID, so half of my freshman year and my entire sophomore year was cut off. I only did schooling online, and because of that, I was unable to pursue opportunities, especially in the healthcare field, because I want to get into the healthcare field, so it was incredibly tough and difficult. Nobody wanted to hire a teenager who was 15 years old and expose them to all sorts of things within the hospital. So it was a huge problem for me, considering college was kind of right around the corner and I was thinking about applying to big schools, really competitive schools, and the only opportunity that was available was Washington Business Week. So I decided to apply with the help of my school counselor. I decided to apply into the telehealth program, and I had no idea what to expect, because honestly, I just was so desperate for an opportunity. I was just thinking to myself that this is going to purely be a networking event. I'm going to, make sure I make a good impression on everybody and just do it so I can get help and get more career opportunities. That is what I had entered in just thinking. That's what I thought I was going to expect. That is what I thought would happen. I didn't think it was going to be a huge program. I just thought it would be a week and it'd be over and I could just have this as a letter of recommendation, whatever. That's what I was thinking. And although that did happen, as I mentioned, I considered Business Week as purely a networking event for me. It was basically my LinkedIn, but more things happened as well. Apart from me just networking and impressing the people that were there, including judges or staff members, I was able to create lifelong friends. The friends that were in my company, the people that were in my company, people from Poland, California, all across the country, all across the world, I was able to become friends with them, and I still speak to them to this day. And it's a big deal for me to just make friends, and it's a big deal for me to even talk, because I've always been a shy kid growing up. I've always gotten this comment from all my teachers. They're always impressed with me and my intellect, but they always mentioned to my parents during conferences that we would love to hear more from your daughter. We would love to hear more. I just wish you would raise your hand more. And I kind of wanted to challenge myself through Business Week, and with the support of my peers and even the staff members, I was able to raise my hand at any time to just answer questions, ask questions, make sure that I made my presence known, because I just wanted something really good out of this experience. I wanted to impress staff members. I wanted to impress the people that were there, because I knew that in order to better myself and in order to pursue the career that I want to, I have to talk. Especially for me wanting to be a doctor, I literally have to talk to patients. So I had to teach myself that this is important to do, that it's important to talk to people. And a huge chunk of that essentially goes to Washington Business Week, because I never would have been able to break that barrier down of just having social anxiety, of being shy, because again, my shyness has been, or even social anxiety has been, a huge problem for me throughout my entire life. And it wasn't until that experience, that one week, that changed my entire life. We went in thinking that, I didn't go in thinking that it was going to change my life, but it did. I didn't think that it would impact me so heavily in the way that it did. We were told in the beginning that there's something called a Business Week magic, and as a high school student, you look at that and hear that and you think, like, there's no way, they have to be lying. But they really weren't lying. My team members and I, we were all different kinds of ages. We had seniors amongst us, juniors, sophomores, freshmen. We all got together. We were able to compete, win different competitions, have a good time, and truly experience that Business Week magic that changes your life forever. And it's the reason why I keep coming back over and over again, because as I mentioned, as a kid who never really knew what to do in order to get certain opportunities, because that was a part of the reason why it was important for me to join this program that summer as well, because I knew that it was important for me to open up my horizons and open up myself to newer experience so that I can get into a great school, so I can get a great education, things that my parents have instilled in me from the beginning. And Business Week was very instrumental in helping me do so. because after that experience, I was able to get an internship with Dr. McCaleb, who was actually one of the judges I had for the telehealth team. I straight up asked him, I was like, if you, like, you mentioned that you were a doctor, you work at a clinic locally, and I was just wondering, can I work for you? Can I shadow you? Anything? And he was kind enough to say yes, because he was impressed with my performance, and I was very proud of that, because I knew that the things that my team members had taught me, the things that even the curriculum had taught me, helped me get to that place. So I was able to get that internship, and because of that internship, it opened many doors of opportunities for me. Because of that internship, because of this program, I was able to apply to become a Washington Business Week intern. I was also able to apply to a hospital, the Covington Hospital, and receive a job as a volunteer screener. I was also able to apply in many different positions in labs, which I ended up receiving as an internship. I received an internship at Fred Hutch for 6 months, worked at the Termini lab, had a wonderful time. I was able to work at a variety of different places just to speak to people because I had that experience. And I'm very much grateful to not only being a part of that program, but becoming an intern, seeing how things operate behind the scenes. Because as a student, you don't really know how much the staff members work to just provide you those opportunities to coordinate those events. But then when I became an intern the following summer, I was able to see all of that at UW Tacoma and be a part of it. And I'm very, very glad for that experience, because I was able to connect with the staff members like Jenna and Ayana, become really good, I guess in a way even friends with them, and I'm very happy that I was able to do so, because as I mentioned, changed my life. Because that next summer I was going to apply for college, and I'd asked Jenna, the executive director, for a letter of recommendation, and I read the letter. It was a very excellent letter, so I'm very happy that she was able to do so for me. And the following winter I received my acceptance letter from Harvard University, and as I mentioned earlier, that it was a very top school, as you guys may know, very prestigious. It's the number one in the world, and they accept 3% of their applicants, and Business Week was able to do so for me, because attending that program helped me realize that closed mouths don't get fed. If I want to do more in this world, if I want to make an impact, then I have to ask for opportunities. I have to go out. I have to do anything that I can to become the person that I want to be. And that alone has changed my life. To this day, it's my personal motto, my philosophy at 18 years old. And who knows, maybe if I hadn't gone to Business Week that week, maybe if I hadn't attended that Zoom call where they came, they didn't come to my school, but we had a Zoom call with the staff members at my school and the staff members at Business Week. Who knows, maybe if I didn't attend that Zoom call, maybe I wouldn't have gone to Harvard. Maybe I wouldn't have had all those experiences that I did. Maybe I would have chosen not to become a doctor simply because I was too afraid. Which is why I'm so grateful to Business Week, because, as I mentioned, this has entirely changed my life. The donations that you give to us, to students like us, to students like my sister, who I encouraged this last summer to take the program, and she did it twice. Those donations have changed my life. Those donations have changed my sister's life. They've made us into the people that we want to be. They've helped us pursue opportunities that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Because anytime I apply for jobs, anytime that I tell people about this opportunity, anytime I speak to anyone in any interview, they always ask me, Washington Business Week, what is that about? What is this program about? And every time I tell them, they're always impressed. They are always smiling. They always have good things to say about it. And that's how I know this program is incredibly invaluable. Your donations, your contributions to our program is incredibly invaluable. You are helping students across the world, across the nations, pursue opportunities they wouldn't be able to otherwise, to become the person that I want to be. And that alone has changed my life. To this day, it's my personal motto, my philosophy at 18 years old. And who knows, maybe if I hadn't gone to Business Week that week, maybe if I hadn't attended that Zoom call where they came, they didn't come to my school, but we had a Zoom call with the staff members at my school and the staff members at Business Week. Who knows, maybe if I didn't attend that Zoom call, maybe I wouldn't have gone to Harvard. Maybe I wouldn't have had all those experiences that I did. Maybe I would have chosen not to become a doctor simply because I was too afraid. Which is why I'm so grateful to Business Week, because, as I mentioned, this has entirely changed my life. the donations that you give to us, to students like us, to students like my sister, who I encouraged this last summer to take the program, and she did it twice. Those donations have changed my life. Those donations have changed my sister's life. They've made us into the people that we want to be. They've helped us pursue opportunities that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Because anytime I apply for jobs, anytime that I tell people about this opportunity, anytime I speak to anyone in any interview, they always ask me, Washington Business Week, what is that about? What is this program about? And every time I tell them, they're always impressed. They are always smiling. They always have good things to say about it. And that's how I know this program is incredibly invaluable. Your donations, your contributions and your contributions to our program, again, are invaluable. They've changed my life. They've changed my peers' life. And anytime I tell any student about it, as I am a staff member, at any conference that I attend, at any event that I attend that's Business Week related or regarding anything, I always tell students that you guys should check out the Business Week program, apply. There are scholarships that are available if you are worried about money. Because there's been so many instances where even my sister's friends were worried about money and they were unable to apply, but once they found out about the scholarships, they were able to apply, join the program, and see how instrumental it is in providing you the skill sets you need for college, careers, and overall life success. You guys are building the leaders of tomorrow. You guys are building us up as adults, and I'm continuously being built up by Business Week as an adult, as I am today. I will continue to come back as a judge, a CA, whatever it might be, and I highly encourage that you guys do so as well. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you very much for listening to my story.